Oh my god. Oh my god. What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Before we proceed, please understand that this, my friends, is not financial advice. You are more than free to do whatever you like with your money, and so am I. And that being said, let's grab a sip of coffee from my Casper Maxi mug. It's hot. Everything, guys, definitely everything tastes better with Casper. Today we're about to do the same thing we do every day. First, we look at market. like I said, he was already in the bear market. Okay, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Anyways, first we are going to look at market performance for the past 24 hours. Right after that, we will look at prices in details. And right after that, we will check on our positions. Are we buying Lambos yet? But guys, before that, listen. This is how people lose a lot of money. I'll tell you that right away. This is how people lose money. Everybody claims to be an expert on everything, and when the time comes, you figure out they're full of crap. Okay, so I see a lot of them in the comment sections, and I just keep on laughing. It is not even worth answering them. It's not worth that, because those of you who claim to like to follow technical analysis, okay, TA, which again for me is just one part of my daily routine. It's not the whole thing. If you look at TA right now, I told you we had an inverse head and shoulder on Bitcoin. Do you remember? Remember, right? Inverse head and shoulder with a target of 150, 160,000 thereabout, right? And I've also told you so many times on this channel, every time an asset breaks out, I am comfortable when it comes back down to retest previous support, turn it into resistance, right? And I do remember a couple of days ago I told you, even if Bitcoin comes back down to 112, 111, which is the support is supposed to retest, it is okay. We are still in an uptrend. And one of the major qualities of a good trader is called patience. I remember when I used to be a daily trader, okay? When I used to trade on the day, I used to just wait for confirmation. It's like if it breaks out, yeah, it's gonna run. It's actually still gonna come back to retest. The only bad thing about that is that sometimes that retest doesn't happen right away, and you feel like, oh, I've missed out, I have to FOMO in and stuff like that, and therefore you end up putting a position at a higher price, and when it comes back to retest, then you're like, oh crap, I fucked up. I've seen that a lot, and that is another thing that pushed me into long-term trading, because as a long-term trading, you don't have to worry about the daily moves or nothing. You have your indicators, which shows you like, okay, when those indicators start to click one by one, you're like, oh, okay, it's time for me to close shop. That's the way I trade. And everybody has a different way of doing it, and that's why I always tell you, I cannot teach you how to trade. You have to learn it by yourself, right? Now that brings us to the to the price action we are looking at today. I told you, pay attention to the macroeconomy. And the reason I was saying that is because macroeconomy is going to control Bitcoin, and Bitcoin is going to control the rest of the market, right? You can Oh my god. Oh my god, it is funny. It's funny when things start to happen, clock wars, and then people just like, oh my god. Oh, and then you wonder why you are not a multi-millionaire. And then you wonder why my portfolio looks how it looks. Because again, I usually take myself for example. Do you think you can hold 30 Bitcoins? Okay? You think you can hold 30 Bitcoins, since the time you bought them at 3,500-ish, something like that, till today without selling. I don't think a lot of you in this my millionaire journey, you wouldn't. You will have sold them long time ago, and that is the difference. And another thing again, when you see me laughing on this my channel, is because again, I look at my portfolio, I look at what I'm holding. Of course, it seems like I'm drunk, because just the Bitcoin alone is it's more of a reason to laugh. And now I look at my Casper's bag, and I know exactly where Casper is going. Man, I'm just that is another big reason to laugh. Again, it comes to one thing: patience. How many of you are patient enough to see it through? How many of you? You see people coming on the comment section, just go read them. You will see. It is just like you look at those and you start to laugh. And then you try to ask, okay, does these people even have a little common sense? Do they have it? Do they? I don't think they do. Because if you were really about what you talk about, then you will understand this channel perfectly. You will understand it. We had people shouting about XRP here, XRP there, this and this over there. XRP has been out for how long? For how many years have we been hearing XRP to $500? Where is it today? Where is it? Okay, Crashilandia. Crashilandia was supposed to be the Ethereum killer, and last time I heard, last bull run, Crashilandia was gonna hit $4,000. Where is Crashilandia today? See, a lot of people come out with their empty promises, but they never do it. The raccoon, Cardano, that raccoon, that raccoon that is doing nothing but leaving people with scratches. Where is it today? Smart contracts, what did they call the term? Governance, something they call that. The English is too much that you can't even find it in the dictionary. So, where is it today? Did you understand? Now you have something in which if you pay attention and if you play that patience card, you are going to make you a lot of money. I've said it here many times. Short term, you are going to make a lot of money with Casper. Long term, I am going to become a multi-millionaire. I pulled it off with Bitcoin, right? When I bought Bitcoin, many people said I was crazy. It wasn't going to play out that way, because my co-workers and the people always say like, okay, why are you spending, why are you getting this thing? If you understand that Bitcoin, I don't think it will go past $100,000. And I told them, if they can come on my live right now, on my program, on my channel, they will tell you. I told them I'm buying Bitcoin because I know it is going to hit 500K. It is going to do that. And when it does, I will sell it. And I'm the kind of guy that stick to my plans. I don't waver. Sunshine, rainy days, snowy, whatever the weather is, I don't budge. Because I know, my father always says it, if you fail to plan, you are planning to fail. So right now you see me laughing. Yeah, I know Bitcoin is never going back down to 3,500. And I got 30 of those cocksuckers sitting in my wallet. Now you have another opportunity. You have Casper. But everybody and their grandmama busy looking at the markets today. Which again, even if you pay attention to the market today, you will understand the reason why the market is going down. There is no need to panic. But hey, I understand them. They've got used to chasing those green candles. Okay, they've got used to chasing it, that for you to beat that attitude out of their head is going to require more than 1,000 failures. It's going to require that. It's so simple. Inverse, head and shoulder, target $160,000. It's not going to go up in a straight line. And again, it's going to come back down and it's going to retest previous resistance into support. You all remember when we had that 109, 112,000-ish, that resistance is now going to be the new support. And everybody else still just like, I don't know. When it was at 119,000, I was talking to a friend of mine and I said, listen, there's a CME gap. There's a gap under there around 114,000 it was. And I said, this thing not going back to retest that support plus that CME gap, it shows that price is going to go down. And I told him that. And I said, another thing you have to look at again is that 2 out of the 5 indicators that we are looking at, when I said pay attention to July, August, in September, maybe September might be included, or maybe towards the end of September, we're going to see. And I said the reason why I say that, and again, 2 of the indicators are showing us that, pay attention to this. And normally when Bitcoin gets to that last sprint, okay, usually takes 4 to 6 weeks to run like a crazy thing. And go look at every bull run. It usually come back down, retest that major support, and take off like a bullet. Everybody, their grandmama did not listen. I even told you, August the 1st, pay attention to that, right? Did you? Did you? I told you, August the 1st, because the green line, we're going to pass it, price is supposed to go up. But we have that August 1st, because the tariffs are going, something's going to happen with the tariffs. Either they extend it or some of them negotiate or whatever. And again, the FOMO has 2 phases. This is something I have never told you guys before. FOMO has 2 phases, or FUD, whatever you want to call it. We have the people on this side of the globe, which we are trading right now. On the other side of the globe, 99.9% of the people are sleeping, right? So let's just say you find something bearish on Bitcoin and you sell right now. You go to sleep. By the time the next guy, the other side of the earth, Mother Earth wakes up and sees that, guess what? Oh crap, I'm losing. And they're also going to sell. And that continuation of the price is going to happen. If you haven't noticed it before, pay attention. And that's exactly what's happening. On the first, the tariff news and whatever our magicians, Trumpicians was doing, us over here in this side of the globe, yeah, some of the people who, I don't know why they do that, but they sold. Price started going down. Now we're in the second, the other guys are they just woke up when we were sleeping last night. They saw price going down, like, oh shit, I'm losing. Sold. So they also sold. That's a continuation of the price that you're looking at right now. And again, plays out right into the technical analysis. Like I told you guys, inverse head and shoulder, breakout, comes back down to retest, and then takes off. That's what's going to happen. And now that Bitcoin has cleared that one out, it's going to be the weekend, right? There is another CME gap towards the upside. That's what I'm telling you, it's about to go. It's about to go, right? So people are just like sheep. That's what I think. And you can see it you can see it in my comment section, in my inbox on my X account. You can see it and you just start laughing. And the way I start laughing is like, yeah, this guy say he's already in the bear market. That's the other one saying 2026. Well, let's watch and see. The 2026, yeah, it's a little bit possibility, but hey, I don't think so, right? Because I'm looking at the global M2 money supply. I'm looking at the move index. Yeah. Yeah. I will wait. You know, like I said, I'm a patient guy. I'm gonna see August, September. After, let's see towards the end of September, middle or towards the end of September. Let's see what happens. Once things start getting clearer, then we will know. Is it time to close shop? Or maybe should we keep it open to the end of the year? But one thing very clear is that if you don't have patience, you are going to lose money. And then you are going to sit here wondering why you are not going forward like everybody. You are going to wonder why is it that this guy is sitting right now laughing with his maxi mug. You will start wondering that. And people just, it is something. I mean, you can try as much as you want to. You will never understand it. It's a little break in the market. We haven't hit the target. Guys, in every trade, and I repeat it here day after day, before the trade, during the trade, after the trade. Right now, Bitcoin is during the trade. The before the trade was before it broke out that resistance. Now, for anybody who is day trading and you want to trade, this is an opportunity to do it, to get into your positions. I'm not your financial advice anyway. It's not a financial advice. You can get it if you want to. But this is a perfect time. If I didn't have a position, this is the time I would have got it. Right? You have people, again, if you circle back with Casper. Casper is your second chance at Bitcoin. And anybody and their grandmama, they are still busy looking at price action. Why? I don't know. I have no clue. But if you are patient enough and you follow that development, I told you, after Casper hit that 5 cents, that was the bottom. That was the bottom. Right now, it makes no sense at all for Casper to run. It makes no sense because Casper is just the name and the speed. That's it. If you want to see Casper start to run, start looking for the second week of August. Start looking at that. That's another wink wink moment. I'm telling you right now. Second week of August, look at the price action of Casper. The reason I'm saying it is because the closer we get to the release of smart contracts, that FOMO is going to start kicking in. If you go looking if you go look on chain, you are looking at. I don't think these people are individuals. I think either exchanges or is going to be of institutions. Somebody's been buying Casper like it was going out of style. I don't know who it is, but they're buying millions of dollars worth of Casper. That's what's happening. And you are busy being bearish. You are busy complaining about 7-8 cents of a Casper price. Again, patience, mentality. I mean, oh my God, it is something that I can't barely comprehend. I cannot understand it. You are going to see somebody, oh, Pepe, a meme coin. Oh, I'm going to put $3,000 in Pepe. Pepe. I'm going to put this one in Solana. In some coins that when you look at their fundamentals, you look at the way because again, if you start paying attention, the regulations are flipping everything. Regulations are flipping everything. And I have told you here many times, yes, they are going to pump it because everybody and their grandmama that had a hand in putting Trumpicius, Margex into office has to make their money. But they are not going to pump it as hard as you think. They are just going to make their money and they're going to withdraw out of it. If you notice, when was the last time you heard about a strategic reserve? When was the last time? Stockpile. When was the last time you heard about it? All those things, they were just an attempt to push those coins, to make the price go. Because they know there is no way, I mean, they are not going to be able to do it like last time. They are not. Those of you paying attention to the economy situation, that's why I keep saying, pay attention to the macroeconomy. Almost all the central banks, the major ones in the world, they have cut interest rate. They have. Go look at the M2, see what the M2 is telling you. Money is no longer flowing into the global like it was. It has pivoted. That's why I'm telling you, pay attention to the macroeconomy. Now, everybody and their grandmama, they keep saying, oh yeah, once they kick power out, it's going to run and it's going to do this. It ain't going to run like that. It ain't. And my God, I sound like a broken radio when I keep telling you, they have already used that card. That is what they used to buy those bonds. When the stablecoin law came out, that's why they told you, hey, for you to, all these commercial banks, all these banks, for you to be able to deal with stablecoins, you have to buy the US bonds. That is another way of printing money. And if you are too blind to see it, at least look at the correlation between the Bitcoin and the US dollar, aka Dixie. These bonds they're buying with the stable coins is going to make the US dollar strong. The value of Dixie is going to go up. And what do we usually see when the value of dollar go up? Bitcoin crashes. Therefore, I am telling you, you do have max probably 2 months. Pay attention to the market. Okay, let's see. I told you, get your finger ready. Because again, you never know what the government is going to do. If the macro comes out, they might extend it or they might not. But I have 5 different indicators. And 2 of those indicators have already showing me that, okay, you got to pay attention to that. I don't close shop if at least 3 or 4 of those indicators don't align. If 4 out of 5 or even 3 out of 5 start aligning, I'm out. That's what I usually do. You guys already know me. I don't follow price confirmation. No, I don't do that. I don't DCA in or DCA out. Nope, I close shop in one shot. And I'm telling you, I've been saying it. July, August, September. After that, we reevaluate the market. If it is still bullish, we'll keep it open. If it is not, I'm closing shop. I don't know about you. But yes, a lot of people are going to lose a lot of money because of this sheep mentality that they have. A lot of people will. And you guys, we are going to sit here and laugh about it. A little price movement down. Oh, it is going down. Oh, it started to go up. Oh, kumbaya, everybody, we're going to the moon. Guys, pay attention. Everything. This is why I stopped being a day trader. I'm telling you, I stopped being a day trader because of this kind of stuff. Anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go look at the markets. It's up to you, right? If you think it is over, you can close shop. And yeah, as long as you make money. But well, like I'm saying, let's go look at the market. Let's see what the market has been doing for the past 24 hours. Although I already know what it is. So do that. We start first with our good friend, Crypto Bubbles. Right here. What do we see? What do you see? See? It is almost over with. I told you, right? We are bouncing up that support right now. But anyways, let's first start with King Casper. KAS, we have here. For the past hour, 0.1% down, 4.1% down on the day, 16.7% down on the week, 5.4% up on the month, 8.5% down on the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.21 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $77.51 million. Now we look at Quant, the banker's coin. Let's see here. 0.2% down the last hour, 4.9% down on the day, 11% down on the week, 1.2% down on the month, and 55.5% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $1.57 billion and a 24 hours volume traded at $29.14 million. Okay, now we go look at Jasmine, the Japanese Bitcoin, which again there's no point, but oh well. 0.3% down the last hour, 3% down on the day, 15.7% down on the week, 11.6% up on the month, and 49.3% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $705.37 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $41.01 million. Now we look at Cubic, high rewards, high risk, high reward. Okay, Cubic. This is the only one. That's why I said, remember I was telling you guys, it's a high risk, high reward, right? Very well. We see here Cubic 2.3% up the last hour, 1.1% up on the day, 22.6% up on the week, 97.7%, 0.9% up on the month, 31.7% up on the year, sitting at the market cap of $323.04 million and a 24 hours volume traded at $12.20 million. Now let's look at the cost of the trouble, which is Bitcoin. We have here 0.3% down the last hour, 1.5% down on the day, 4.1% down on the week, 2.7% up in the month and 73.4% up in the year, sitting at the market cap of $2.26 trillion. Wow, it lost a lot of money. And in 24 hours, volume traded at $46.07 billion. Wow, it lost a lot of money. We were sitting at 2.3 something yesterday. But anyways, yeah, that's what it is. Now, let's go look at prices in details, okay? To do this, we are going to need our good friend TradingView. And here, let's see what the correlation says. We have the Dixie going down, Bitcoin going up. Okay, that's what we want to see. So as you guys can see, it looks like the reversal has started. We just retested that support. Okay, so anyways, now we're going to our charts, and we have here, this is Kaspa. It's still playing out the head and shoulders. Okay, it's still playing out. It looks like we are about to hit it, that 8 cents. Okay, anyways, yeah, that's what it is right there on the hourly. That's why I told you guys, for those of you trading day trading or swing trades, this is where you are gonna hurt, because this thing is about to show you the opposite way. We remember when we had that same problem here. You remember? I was telling you guys, yeah, you don't want to do this. You don't want to do this. And everybody else kept asking for 5 cents. And next thing you know, bam, it just out of nowhere started running. Right? The same situation we're looking at right now, right there. So yeah, I will be very careful when it comes to Casper. Okay? Because like I told you, there is almost 18 or 19 million dollars worth of short squeeze if Casper gets back above 11 cents. Okay, if you look at it on the daily, you're about to see here, that's another sign why I'm telling you I'm not bearish on Casper. Because look, ribbon still green and it's still pointing upwards. We have seen this before, and a lot of you who don't want to pay attention to that, you're gonna get like I don't know, you will see it is still green, pointing upwards. Even the moving average, you can look at it, is just laying flat. Okay, and if you can go back, look at the RSI, look at the MACD, look at the Bollinger Band, they are going to tell you that all those things are sitting in an oversold territories. They are oversold. So yeah, for some reason, I don't know, you might want to say it is me who has these conspiracy theories, but for some reason, when I look at Casper's price, I think like somebody or somehow something is suppressing this price. Although so far, yeah, I don't see a reason why it should be running. But it is very strange that we have smart contracts coming out very soon, Casper innovations and all that stuff, and yet the tier 1 exchanges are not listening. But they only have it on the not on the spot. They have it on the futures. It is very strange to me. But anyways, yeah, let's watch and see what happens with that. Now, with the price targets, we are still the same. Nothing has changed. Okay, first one, we need to conquer that 12 cents. After that, we need to have 15 cents, which is another resistance. Then 18 cents and 19 cents. Last but not the least, is going to be 20 cents. Then we will go into price discovery. Okay, now let's go look at Quant right quick. QNT, the banker's coin, which again, everybody loves to hate because they don't understand it when you tell them you do have that $125, which is a major resistance. Excuse me. It's a major resistance. We need to break that 125 and turn it into support. Until then, yeah, we are still in an uptrend. We are still in there, and price is going to do what it's going to do. And unfortunately, is still tied to Bitcoin's hip. Whatever Bitcoin does, the rest of the market is going to do. Money is not going to trickle down. Okay, if you don't understand that part, I don't know what to tell you. Seriously, I don't. Right now we broke below the moving average, and we also broke below the moving ribbon. Right now I can see it is still spraying. So yeah, it means like, yeah, we might be having us a little bit more downtrend. But if you look at the distance between the ribbon and the price, that also is usually be another indicator that this thing might have bottomed out, because right now it is still spraying. I'm waiting to see when it's going to start curving. Okay, until then, yeah, I'm going to wait. But yet we know that the price target for this thing is that $125. We need to go towards that and break it. And then if you look at the daily, Let's see. See, this is another reason why I say, yeah, ribbon still green. It is beginning to squeeze. Okay, it's going to squeeze, and the decision time is going to come. By then, we're going to see. I'm telling you, it's going to go up to 125. You see, the moving average is facing upwards. That's another one. If you go look at the MACD and the RSI, they are also screaming oversold. So yeah, this thing is going to reverse upwards. Okay, now if you look at it on the weekly, let's see, what do we have? We have a Star Wars candle, right? The week hasn't closed yet, but it's a Star Wars candle, which tells you that this right here, I hate when the market makers do this. They pump the price to liquidate all the shorts, then they drop the price to liquidate all the loans that were in the middle. That's why you guys asked me the other day. This is why I don't use stop loss, to avoid all these kind of moves. I don't use stop losses. Okay, so right now, price target is still the same. I told you we are going to try to conquer that $125 first. Once we conquer it, okay, we will be looking, because on the weekly, if you look, price on the weekly is sitting at $119. But the resistance is right there, 125. Once we close a daily candle above that, we'll be looking at 151, which is the target of this inverse head and shoulders. Okay, we'll be looking at 151. After that, 176. We can conquer that. We'll be looking at $230 quant. After that, we will be looking at all-time high and then into price discovery. So yeah, I told you, in the next 2 to 3 months, we are going to see these coins like surprise a lot of people. Many people don't see it, but oh well, it's okay. It's okay. Now we're gonna skip Jasmine because I told you it's gonna do the same thing as Bitcoin. So let's go straight into Bitcoin. Right now, you can see Bitcoin. This is on the 1 hourly. Okay, we went through past my we went through the red line like I told you it's going to happen. Okay, it went down. So yeah, a lot of people are still not understanding what's going on. But anyway, right now, as you can see, on the 4 hourly, ribbon still spraying out. Okay, I told you, I think we went down to the 112. The CME gap is at that 111. So I'm not surprised if Bitcoin could come back down to 111 and retest that. Some people saying like, yeah, it has already closed it. Maybe it's my chart that is showing me the wrong thing. But I think it was that 112, 111, thereabout. Okay. If we hit that 112, yeah, that means that CME gap has been closed. Now, ribbon is still spreading out. That's something you got to pay attention to, and we are below the moving average, right? So I will wait for the price to start to go upwards and this ribbon starts to curve. That's what I will wait for if I was a day trader. Now, if you look at it on the daily, you see, this is why I'm telling you, I'm not bearish. We went past my green line, which means this price is supposed to go up. This one, the red one, is the tariffs, which is, again, that's something that you and I, we cannot control. Therefore, people are going to have that fear and they're going to sell. And I was telling you guys about this. But now that this is over with, this price is going to go right back up where it was supposed to be. Okay? And we also have the August 18th, which is, again, it's a green line. A green line, which I am paying attention to. I'm paying attention to, and you guys should also know, like, yeah, it's going to take off from there. Anyways, now if you look at it on the weekly, you will understand. Like I told you guys, yeah, I already have my how you say it, I already have my lines ready. This one right here, like I said, September, maybe September. That means, yeah, I think I'm going to be looking at towards the end of September. I have my red line on 29th of September. We're going to really pay attention to the market, to there, because Bitcoin should be that 150, 160, or even above it by this date. By the time we get there, yeah, we are going to see what's going on with the market. But you guys, there's another thing you should not forget. Okay, you should not forget something. A lot of these money makers, market makers, they don't wait for that price confirmation. So yeah, they might do something before that. That's why I'm telling you, pay attention to the markets. Okay. Anyways, guys, let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First, we're gonna look at. But before we look at that, please do not get into leverage trading without knowing what you're doing, because if you do that, my friends, You think this bearish momentum right now is something? At least they still got some money. If you do that without experience, you're going to lose your money. There's no two ways about it. So anyways, now, but if you want to learn and you want to try it out, down below I do have the links. Bydfi, which I do recommend for beginners. Phemex, Margex, and then Wix Exchange. Follow those links, guys. Follow the links. Meet their deposit requirements. Once you do that, they're going to give you free money in thousands. Once you get it, take $100 out and practice. I know it's tempting to try to go all in, but please take $100 out and practice, because if you don't practice, you are going to go straight to Wreck City. That's what it is. Don't say I didn't warn you. Anyways, now let's go right quick. Let's go look at my positions. First, we're going to start with Bydfi. There, you guys already know, I am trading King Casper and Quant. Today, my overall is sitting at $12,500. The market is doing its thing, right? Now, if you look at my contract, you will see that here, my Casper, I am sitting at 56% down, which is $5,000. On my Quant, I am still up 5%, which is $575, okay, which is normal. Okay, I told you, I'm not worried about this. I'm not worried about it, okay? Anyways, now, if we keep on going, now let's go try Phemex. On Phemex, I'm trading the Japanese Bitcoin and King Casper. Today, my overall is sitting at $7,800. If you look at my contracts, you will see that here, on my Kaspa, I am down 7%, which is $300 approximately. And on my Jasmine, basically it hasn't moved. I'm still down 73%, which is $8,000. Okay, now, last but not the least, we're going to look at my Wix Exchange. Here, I am trading King Casper and Quant. My overall here today is sitting at $5,100, approximately, almost $200 approximately. If you look at my contract, you will see that on my Quant, I am up $1,600. And on my Casper, I am up $97 or 96 approximately. So yeah, you can pause the videos and go back and look at my numbers if that's what you are interested in doing. One thing I'm telling you is like, yeah, pay attention to the next 2 to 3 months. We are about to make us an insane amount of money. If you panic out, if you FOMO out or FUD or whatever you want to call it, you're going to lose, because moments like this is when millionaires are made. Don't say I didn't tell you, because I'm going to laugh at you in a couple of months and I'll be laughing here, okay? Anyways, guys, that being said, thank you. That being said, thank you so much for watching my videos. Please don't forget to subscribe. I am trying to make it to 5,000 subscribers. Don't forget to like and comment. I am very interested in what you think about everything that we talked about today. And also don't forget to share so that other millionaire-minded attitude like you and yours truly, we all can see these videos and the family can grow. You never know what you're going to learn from a stranger, right? That's it, guys. Until I see you in my next one, let's make that money. Bye-bye.